All right. Should be good to go now.
Oh yeah, do it live.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay, and I'm co-host on my phone. Cool. Now I can fuck off from the computer. What up, everybody? Happy Mushie Moonday. Hope everyone's doing well. What up, Fred? What up, Dylan? What up, Lemon? How are we all doing today?
Fucking just Andy. Just Andy, just out for a little walk right now.
I
But
was gonna
yeah,
say it sounds like you're walking in some snow or something. It's nice.
oh, it's all frozen ice, so I might biff it. Hopefully not smack my head, but we're good.
Nice. It's a little too cold for me to go for a walk today. It's like -30 out, so I'm chilling nice and cozy indoors. But you enjoy your walk, sir. Don't hurt yourself. How are you doing, Dylan?
Yeah, no, should be good. Oh,
I say I'm doing good. Currently eating, so it might be a minute.
Cool, cool. Smacznego, as we say in Polish. Bon appetit. Oh, and we got Fred come up here now. What's up, Fred? How are you, my friend?
What's up? Great time in the Discord earlier, man. Great time. Everything is good
Yeah,
here.
kind of
I have not been doing much today. I'm posting so much stuff on Facebook Marketplace just to get rid of stuff. So just dealing with everyone who wants to lower the price and stuff like that is a job in itself.
Oh yeah, I feel that. I have a bunch of stuff I gotta get rid of too, and I'm dreading even listing it up. I almost just want to throw it all away instead of trying to sell it, just because it's like for like twenty
Right?
dollars for like one thing or $10 for some little tiny thing. Is like, is it
Yeah,
even worth the effort? Like, I don't know, but
exactly. So I have one woman coming tomorrow to pick up it's like a decoration on the wall for like $20, and I had to arrange that, and 10 people wrote, and they were starting to, they wanted a cheaper price, and I was just like, come on, it's $20. I bought it for 100, and I haven't even used it. It says unused.
yeah, I mean, people are always gonna try to find a deal on anything. It's just is what it is, right? But yeah, maybe that's a little sign for me to also kind of get in my closet and start cleaning stuff out a little bit. Maybe that's part of what the energy this year, just actually this is a good reminder because I have been thinking about that. Like we have so much stuff that we've just been holding on to for so long, like from our childhood even and stuff. Like I know there's stuff in my house that I've seen my whole life ever since I was a kid or whatever, right? And that stuff just kind of sits around in the house all the time and just like it like keeps you stuck in the past kind of, and it's always good to let go of these things and move forward and not be stuck like 20 years in the past or whatever. Like it's nice to have these little mementos and that remind you of certain like memories in your life and happy moments and stuff, but I think it's also good to just, clear out house and reset and stuff. Like for example, like I have so many like shirts and clothes and stuff that I've just been wearing for so long, like shirts that's just didn't wear out or anything. It's like even though the shirt is like still good and everything, it just feels like I need to like reset my wardrobe even or something and like get like just clear out a bunch of the old shit and just like replace it with new stuff and it'll like because I'm still like the shirts that I wore back in the day. It's like a still representation of me from back in the day, what I was doing and everything. So every time I look at that shirt, it's like I'm living my programming from back then, if that makes sense. Like I always wore that shirt 5 years ago, and 5 years ago I was a whole different person. And every time I put on that shirt, it's like as if I'm going back into my like 5 years ago self. So now it's like since we're leveling up so much, and this year is about the change year and everything, it's probably good time for everybody to kind of let go of these little things and start cleaning up and just get rid of some old shit and kind of clear some baggage out of the way. Let yourself be free.
Yeah, and it feels great to get rid of stuff. I have a lot to either donate or just get rid of and throw away. um, I think you made a good point in like you have I have shirts too that are very old that you know even even clothes that I have from ex-girlfriends and stuff like that. And you start thinking, you cannot not think about them when you kind of see it. It's like I even didn't even buy this, and that was so long ago. But actually, I keep shoe boxes with everything from traveling. So I have like tickets for festivals, or like I have so much random stuff from traveling all over the world. And that is like a joy to me. Even though it's a lot of luggage, it's just pure joy memories. I don't keep anything there that makes me go even slightly sad. So that's like these shoe boxes are I don't want to get rid of those, but yeah, man, it's liberating to get rid of stuff. I love it. It's just that it's so much; it takes up all my time.
Yeah, I also have a shoebox in my closet. Like I used to watch like a shit ton of movies and I kept all my movie tickets. And I have like concert tickets and other like little ticket stuff and stuff like that. So I that's a whole different energy, like having like travels and memory, like that kind of stuff. I think that's like a whole different kind of topic. But like just like old clothes, like old stuff that's like it's not you from traveling, it's just you wearing clothes because you had to wear clothes to go to school and stuff, It's like a whole different kind of energy. Like the keeping stuff from travels and trips and stuff, I think that's dope because life is about experiences and how do you experience new things. You go and travel, and that's like I don't know, travel. Maybe it's just my five energy talking, which is the number of travel, but travel is amazing. So anything pro travel, anything like anything like that, I'm down for. But um, yeah, I love that energy for sure. Keeping little things. Shoebox is nice. It doesn't take up too much space or anything. I don't know how many shoe boxes you have. I just have one with my movie tickets. It's almost like filled up, but
I
like a
have
shoebox.
three at the moment.
Yeah, that doesn't take up too much space either. It's like whatever. Your girlfriend probably has like 20 shoe boxes in her closet with actual shoes or whatever, So who cares?
Oh yes, at least.
Yep, yep. But yeah, this is the year, man. This is the year. Nine energy, perfect energy. Just clean out anything, man. Old clothes, bad habits, bad friends, bad like just anything. Perfect timing to just let go of things and move on and just forget about it. So yep, that's the message today to start with for sure. Good reminder that we have all this dead energy just sitting around in our homes and stuff that's just useless and doesn't serve any purpose. I don't know if you guys have ever walked into a hoarder's house before, but I was dating this one girl back in the day and her parents were hoarders. And like I walked into her house and there's just like up against every wall, there's just stuff everywhere. And it's just like, it's a crazy energy to kind of be around, It's just a bunch of stuff just sitting around and just like taking up space and just dead energy. It just feels like dead, stagnant energy, And you don't want that. So even if it's like locked away in your closet and you don't see it, that energy is still there. And if you cleaned out your closet or whatever, your mind and everything about you would also be kind of cleared out, even if it sounds kind of wacky or whatever. That's just the way shit works. But what up, J Lo? I see you in the crowd. Hope you're doing well, mate. Yeah, we're just chilling, hanging out. We had a crazy impromptu call in the Frogs Discord earlier today. I saw the fam hanging out in there, so I decided to stop in, and conversation quickly turned into classic Mushy Moonday conversation. Too bad it wasn't recorded or anything, because yeah, we were going deep in the Discord for sure. Bible talk and Matrix simulation and yeah, that was a good time, The frogs and the mushies, we know what's up, man. We always have some good conversations. Always a good time.
Yeah, that was a wild chat. It went from fucking everything. Yeah, I didn't really expect that in the frog chat, but I liked it. It was pretty interesting. There's some pretty smart and intelligent frogs. They're kind of just like sleeping giants. Not everything's about Web3, right? Like they're pretty intelligent in other aspects of life.
Yeah, it's cool to see like in frogs you just think of like big traders or whatever, everyone's just trading and stuff, and then you realize that these people trading are also just like, spiritual and like all like open-minded and like just so knowledgeable about different little things. Like I've never fully read the Bible or anything, and then there's a couple frogs in the chat today, like just like just saying all this crazy like stories and like connecting it all together. I'm like, man, like fuck, I need to read the Bible more, but it's like also so much work to read the Bible. I'd rather just listen to you guys tell me about the Bible. So I don't know. I loved it. I love learning about anything really, and this is the year to learn all this stuff and talk about it, and like and then embody that kind of spiritual energy and everything with the snake. Go ahead, Fred.
May I recommend to listen to it because it is so much text and so much explanation of things. It gets overwhelming reading. To me, it's easier to listen to it. To be honest, as I've done with the Quran as well, it was very hard to read, but listening to it was like I can take it in much better anyway. And it's both are amazing books with a lot of knowledge. Like they weren't written by whomever. Well, the Quran by God. Well, they weren't written for nothing, right? They stay in people's lives for a reason. So there's a lot of knowledge there. I think they're both great. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I always kind of forget about audiobooks and that kind of just listening to stuff instead of having to read it all the time. I like reading a physical book, of course, but um I also am not the best reader. Sometimes I get lost, or I'll read a whole page and then turns out I was just scrolling through the words. I wasn't actually reading and understanding what was going on. And then I have to reread it or whatever. But when you listen to something, it kind of there's a better chance it resonates kind of right away or whatever. So yeah, maybe I'll try that actually. Like that could be a good idea. Just like before bed or something, just put on the Bible a little bit and just listen to something. Like I don't know, that could be something interesting to do. So thank you for that. But yeah, I was gonna say a couple of things. I went to go see this movie yesterday called Companion. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It just kind of recently came out. It's about a it's about an AI companion robot. So basically, imagine a girlfriend or boyfriend that's an AI bot that's like madly in love with you, and it doesn't know it's a bot, but it just acts like your girlfriend or boyfriend basically. Um, And there's like a little I don't wanna say too much because I didn't know anything about it going in. I kinda only knew that it was some kinda AI thing, that's it. On the poster, the chick has, like, white eyes or something, you can tell something's a little bit, off or whatever. So that's all I'm gonna say about the movie, but I'd definitely go recommend it. It's not, like, long or anything. I thought it was entertaining, it was fun, it was kinda fresh. It talks about, like, AI and, just, like, the self-driving cars in it and stuff, and it kinda just talks about, like, that future, like energy of where we're going towards and kind of how scary it can be, and it's just like a it's a good kind of wake up reminder of what's to come, and it was put in like an entertaining good quick movie, like just an hour and a half, nothing crazy. So I think it's a good date night movie or whatever if you guys are looking for something to go see. I'd recommend it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Kind of kept me on my toes. I didn't know where it was going, and it made me think about our future with robots and AI and all of this stuff. And yeah, and we were talking about in the frogs earlier, something about the telling the truth, how the elites or whatever always have to tell you what they're gonna do before they do it. And in that movie, the AI, like one of the main things was the AI can only tell the truth. It can never lie. So there's a few moments where like, it just literally just says the truth when it shouldn't, like a normal human would lie, but the bot just straight up just says the truth, and everyone's like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Like, it's just kinda interesting how the truth is just like it's for a robot. It's just in the programming. Like it's I don't know. It's so interesting to kind of think about how the truth is just solid. Like it's just there. Like you can't like you can't alter it in any way. I guess it's just like pure and programmed into reality or whatever. If you want to think about it, and then if you're lying, you're like going against the code. You can say, you know, you're like breaking the code or something. Like going against the flow of the world and matrix and everything. And maybe even like just me talking about this, maybe even like one little lie could ripple into your life in the worst way possible that you don't even realize just because you lied one little time and you messed with like the truth, the code, like the true pattern of life and everything. Like even if you did something bad, it's always better to just tell the truth because people will forgive you, which is something we talked about in the earlier today too. Somebody mentioned like even if you killed someone, but then you're like you can be forgiven for it after if you like owned up to it and told the truth or whatever. But if you lie, you can't be forgiven really. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm not the best one to describe it. I'm not explaining it the best as we were talking about it earlier, but maybe you guys kind of get my point that the truth is just important. It's like the pure energy of everything, you know? And it's kind of what the mushies are. Like once you eat a mushie, you just get that pure fucking dose of truth injected into your veins. There's no more bullshit, lying and deception and everything because the whole world is basically built on lies, right? So that's a whole other thing we can kind of dig into is if the whole world is based on lies, it's basically programming you to lie, which is then altering the truth code or whatever even more and just fucking up your life even more, so to speak, you know, because all you know is lies. So you think the lies are real. You think like, there's that saying, right? You tell a lie big enough times, it becomes the truth. And that's basically what they did with all the history books and everything, right? Like we just accept it as truth. But meanwhile, I think we all know history is his story written by the winners, right? So it's all just bullshit, anyways. But we believe it to be the truth, but it's not the truth. It's fucking bullshit, and it's just messing up with the frequency of everything, you know? Ah, I don't know, man. Life is crazy. But the mushies are always living in the truth, man. We're always gonna be exposing the truth and seeking the truth, and that's all that matters. There's no point of lying. It doesn't get you anywhere.
Yeah, no point in lying. But I posted up the new Mushy sneak peek. I don't know if anyone's got any opinions or whatnot, but yeah, it's a old Darth Vader trait, well, trippy cap and stuff. But yeah, I think you guys will be quite excited to see every single trait that we have whipped up. There's a huge variety of themes. We wanted like nostalgic kind of stuff. Yeah, so there that is.
Man, I was looking at this guy yesterday, and I was just like looking at like, damn, these mushies are so like just they're gonna look so nice. And even today, I was thinking about the mushies, man. I wanted to make some crazy tweet like, fucking everybody needs one mushie, everybody needs one frog if you want to win this like next 3 years or whatever. Because like, bro, like, man, like you guys don't even understand how fucking infinite mushies are. Like, I'm already starting to see things in my mind or whatever. Like, I'm being shown things and stuff, and yeah, you guys don't want to fade mushies. I'll just say that. We're like more magical and infinite than anybody can even understand. And it's just so fun. So fun being here. I don't know. I'm just so happy to be here talking to you guys and sharing this love and good vibes all the time. And I'm grateful for you guys to being here every week. You know, we've been doing this for a while and you guys keep showing up and you know, we it's awesome. I love you guys. Appreciate everybody in here. What up, Durs? Saw you come in here as well. Much love to the legenders. But yeah, the mushies are we're cooking some we're cooking some stuff. Something I mentioned in the frogs chat earlier today is that NFTs are not gonna be how they used to be. Like my theory is kind of that the NFTs are like dead now. Like we're not gonna be making life-changing money off of NFTs anymore. Like just from flipping NFTs. Like there's not gonna be some crazy like tripping apes like where you just magically get 80 soul in your wallet or something. Like I don't think that's ever gonna happen again. Just my theory. I hope it happens. Trust me. I hope we get another NFT run and everything because that was fun and everything. But my theory is just that meme coins have replaced the NFTs now, and they're way more accessible and easier and less friction and everything. So that's kind of replaced the degen aspect of it and the gambling aspect of it. And now the NFTs, like the NFT run happened in the moment of time it happened perfectly just for all of us to kind of meet each other in that moment. Like we are all kind of brought together at the same time in that moment of time, or even if we bought in at the top and whatever, we all lost money, but none of that shit matters. Money doesn't fucking matter anyways. We're all meant to lose all that money just so we could be together right now, you know? Like that's the more important thing, which is fucking awesome to think about. So now like these NFTs just serve as like a token to get into these communities that offer you like a community to just be happy and hang out with, but also offer you opportunities to learn and learn things you would never ever learn outside of like just by yourself or whatever, or expose yourself to other people who are going to teach you life-changing things like frogs, for example. Like you can just make money in your sleep. And mushies, you can expand your mind and change your life in certain ways and stuff. And a lot of these other NFT communities are just nothing. I'll just say I don't want to be mean or anything, but it's just like, it was just a time in history and it was just a bunch of bubbles that formed and all these communities are just kind of like a group of people hanging on to each other. But I don't like maybe I'm just being biased or whatever because I'm not in all these other communities, but it just feels like this whole NFT vibe is way different now. It's just not the same, and everybody's still kind of clinging on to the past idea of NFTs of how things used to be, where everyone's hoping that things pump again so they can flip and all this stuff. And it's like I don't even give a shit if NFTs pump or not. Like I have my 5 frogs. I'm in that chat forever. I locked my frogs for a reason too. Like bro, you guys don't even understand. Like, I don't have like my bank account is not like big or stacked or anything. Like, I don't have money. So me locking up 5 frogs for 3 years is like a big deal, like bank account wise or whatever. But I just didn't give a shit. Like I just did it just because I knew I had to just do it. So I can be in that chat forever, basically, and I would just be locked in there. And then at any point in time, if I ever needed money, I can just go in that chat and learn how to make money, Like that's the beauty of it and everything. Like, I don't know, I'm just kind of rambling on and on right now. I just have like all this energy every time I hop on these spaces now. I guess ever since I stopped smoking weed, I'm just like fucking buzzing and I'm always smiling and just like so much fucking energy. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm just happy to be here. So, yeah, if you guys have anything to kind of start a conversation with, go for it. But we're just hanging out, having a good time. And yeah, market crash. I guess we could talk about the market. It's so funny. I'm so happy and everything. And some people are like fucking crying. They just lost like their whole bank accounts and everything in the market, probably. And it's like, it's crazy, man. This dump that just happened was, apparently, it was one of the biggest liquidations in history of crypto. Like, it was that big, like, it was more than, like, the COVID crash and everything, and it just shows you, like, how greedy people are in the markets now doing, like, crazy leverage and everything, like, it it's crazy, man, like, the if you look at the charts, like, XRP chart, for example, that was, like, the most ridiculous looking candle I've ever seen in my life, but it only happened because there's so much leverage in the market, like, it's disgusting how the market works now. It's not how it used to be, man. Like, and if you're like a spot trader, like if you had orders set on XRP at like 170 or whatever, or 180, it's already up like 50% or something crazy. And it's just like in like half a day or something, it just pumped all the way back up to the price it was, like nothing even happened. Like the dump didn't happen or anything. And it's crazy because so many people are not going to make zero money in the bull run now because they just lost their whole account and everything they had in this dump that just happened right before they're going to pump it one more time. Like it's just crazy to think about, man. But everybody's got to learn their lesson at the different moments. You know, like I went through my liquidation dumps in the past and felt like shit and everything, but I had to go through that. So I knew what that felt like and I knew how the market worked, right? The market's going to humble you all the time. If you think you know what you're doing in the market, it's always going to end up humbling you. I even saw like somebody in the frogs, one of the frogs, like tweeted recently or something. He was saying um, like he got liquidated or something and he was humbled by the market, but it was nothing to do with like the cyber frogs or Thor or something. It was just because everybody was telling him to kind of do spot or something. And like, even if we have the tools of cyber frogs and Thor and we think we know what we're doing and we think we have the cheat codes and everything, it's like you can still lose and you can still be humbled. So you still have to be, you know, disciplined and not going too crazy or too hard and everything because you never know when that one day comes when you're going to be wrong and everything goes wrong for you and you're just like, wow, what the fuck did I do? Like, why was I so greedy all the time? And it always comes back to greed, right? That's the only reason why people use leverage is because they're greedy. They're not happy enough with just buying Solana and holding it to go 50%. They want to do 10x leverage so they can get 500% gains, right? But 10x isn't, that's not even crazy. They're doing like way higher than that. But it all comes from greed. I've realized every time I fucked up in the market or betting sports or something, it's always just greed. Always just greed in the back of my mind that gets in the way that clouds my judgment and stuff. And it's always just greed. And you got to be greedy when everybody's fearful, like yesterday and everything. When everything's dumping like crazy, that's when you get greedy, not at the top of the market, right? Like, yeah. But nobody's gonna long when the dump comes because nobody has any money when the dump comes. Everyone's already longing when the market's boring and doing nothing, right? And patience always pays. Yeah. Crazy times. It's stupid because I'm getting like EI checks right now, and I just like filled out my thing on Friday or whatever to get my next payment. And I thought it was supposed to come in like today or yesterday, and it didn't yet. And I'm like, oh, sweet, Solana dumped. I'm going to be able to buy some Solana for cheap. And Solana's back to where it was before the dump. And I'm just like, ah, fuck. I didn't even get to capitalize on the dump, but whatever. This is what it is, anyways. Um, but yeah. Yep. Crazy fucking times, man. It's crazy. I don't even know what happened this last week. Like, it's been a week since the last space when I went crazy. It was for the year of the snake, and it feels like it's been like a month or something. Like, kind of doesn't feel like a week passed. Maybe it's because I'm like more sober now or something. But it feels like so much shit is going on that like I don't know. Time doesn't really feel real anymore.
Yeah, no, I feel that, dude. I would say the opposite, though. It feels like we just had our Mushy Monday space. I feel like these weeks are flying by. But yeah, no, I agree with everything you've said, especially with like the NFT side of things. It does kind of suck having these mushies, pretty much ready to go and want to like fire them out and do a good job, maybe raise a bit of funds for the team, just to be usable and stuff. But at the same time, there's so many other alleyways that we're heading as a team to be profitable without extracting money. So yeah, hopefully by the time we mint, we got some good trades going and stuff, so everyone can get some nice cheap mushies. Not that they're going to be expensive at all, but we'll airdrop them, have a couple for mint and stuff. But yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice to not really like have to worry about that stuff. But yeah, we'll see when the time comes.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, NFTs are dead or whatever, but like we're still doing NFT related things with the mushies. Like we're not just ditching the whole idea of NFTs. Like we still have ideas of how we want to like progress the NFT space, I guess, or what NFTs could be, you know, like we still have ideas and visions and stuff, but just like the general landscape of the market and everything, there's just it's like so oversaturated with so much crap NFTs. Like there's maybe I want to say like there's probably like 10 to 20 like useful or viable projects on Solana, probably like legit like useful maybe there's a bit more whatever like useful communities like actually will give you like information and stuff and people that are smart that'll help you learn how to trade or something, but it's like I don't know. I don't want to sound like cocky or anything, but like obviously you guys know mushes are just on a whole different level. Like, there's nobody else in the fucking space who's not even close in the last 3 years who's done anything or shared anything that like I've shared personally. Like it's it just is what it is, you know. Like not everybody is on this frequency. Like not everyone's meant to be listening to us right now. Like if you are listening to this live or afterwards, like you're meant to be listening to this for a reason, and that's like the whole NFT space and Twitter space and crypto space is like most of them, most people are just a bunch of degenerates who just want to get rich quick, right? They don't want to be like spiritually rich. They just want to be monetarily rich, and physical things and material things is not going to get you where you want to be really. Like it's just going to give you temporary satisfaction or pleasures, but then you're going to feel empty afterwards because then you're just going to be looking for the next material thing that you can buy or whatever, right? And that's the whole consumerism thing. People never stop buying things because it's always a dopamine hit every time you buy something new, and then you get bored of the thing you buy and then you got to buy something new again. It's like video games even. Like you play a game for 20 hours and you're like, "Oh, okay, I'm done with this game." And then you need another game because you just need something new just to consume again, you know? Um and it's just an endless cycle. So the less we consume, the better basically, and it's kind of like fasting with food even. Like they tell us to eat 3 times a day, but like I think most of us realize we don't even want to eat 3 times a day. Like what? I don't know about you guys. Like I want to eat like once a day, maybe snack like eat one meal a day and then snack a couple times a day or something. I don't need to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. Like I don't even want to. Like my body and my soul just doesn't even seem interested in that. Like, but yet they shove that down our throats our whole lives that you need breakfast right when you wake up, and then you need lunch, and then you need dinner, and then eat this, eat this, eat this. And it's just like more consumerism, consumerism, consumerism. But then if you practice like fasting, for example, you start healing yourself and you're 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 like shedding the excess like weight off and everything. You're becoming lighter and more free or whatever, however you want to say it. And everything's just about consuming and having more and more and more and more and more. Meanwhile, we should have less, 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 and less. And I guess that's kind of the theme of today. It started with the cleaning out your closet thing, and it just kind of came back to that again. Is we just need less. Everybody always wants more and more and more, but we should have less and less and less. Maybe we want more Solana, but everything else we want less of. You want more mushies and more frogs and more Solana, but less clothes, less food, less crap, less less random shit. Then we'll all be better off that way. But yeah, just kind of spitballing here. I think I had something else to say, but I can't remember what it was now. Kind of talked about the market, movie. There's something else, but I can't remember. It's all good. But yeah, man. Maybe I'll just keep it nice and short and succinct today. Time's already flown by. It's already been a good 40 minutes or so. Damn. But yeah, just I just appreciate all you guys for listening and being here. I'm just super grateful for everybody and the mushies and the frogs, like listening to being in the frogs Discord today, like I was like I almost wanted to cry. Like I'm not joking. Like I was just so happy and like hearing everybody like share and like we all just felt so connected. Like everybody was talking like all on the same frequency, all on the same page somehow. Like I don't even know any of you fucking guys, but somehow we're all so connected. There was like 8 of us in there just all like being like one together. Like it was so cool, man. Like yeah, I just love all you guys. Go ahead, Fred.
I was just gonna say, even though I missed 1.5 hour of that podcast, like I said, um, I was thinking of, yeah. So the art upgrade is coming, right? And I'm so stoked to see what mines are gonna look like. But is there any alpha on like how the process is gonna be yet, or are we, you know, are we paying in a certain token, or like, yeah, what's the deal there?
So it's gonna be super simple. You have a magic mush in your wallet. You don't have to do anything. As long as it's not listed on the market, there'll just be a snapshot and you'll just I'm assuming, I don't know 100% exactly if like how the old collection's gonna be. Like I'm pretty sure we're just gonna start a brand new collection and just airdrop brand new mushies to you, basically, I think. Because we're basically eliminating the 2 collections we have now, magic mushies and mythic mushies, and just putting them into one collection, so there's only one thing. There won't be any like token. You don't need to like buy the upgrade or anything. If you hold a mushy, you'll just get one in your wallet automatically, basically. Or like maybe if we end up coming up with something on the website that you click something or whatever, it won't be anything. You won't have to pay anything or nothing. Like you just if you have a mushy, you'll just get a brand new mushy. Um, and it could be if you have a shitty normal mushy right now, you could get a rare one in the new thing. Like who knows, right? You might get lucky with the random drop. We were thinking about maybe weighing like some of the rare traits so they're still rare, so they're still worth like a rare mushy, but I don't know, it might be a bit difficult to kind of do for every trait and stuff. So it might just kind of be totally random. Just kind of is what it is. But yeah, it's gonna be super simple. One magic mushy will equal one new mushy. One mythic mushy will equal 2 new mushies. And then if you have a 1 of 1 of either of the collections, because we've done like the 1 of 1s with the different artists, so then they're like special mushies. There's 1 of 1s of magics and 1 of 1s of mythics. So if you have a 1 of 1 of either or, it doesn't matter magic or mythic, any 1 of 1 will count as 3 new mushies. So yeah, so you can kind of do the math on whatever mushies you're holding right now, and that's how many new mushies will be airdropped. And um, yeah, I think we're planning on the supply to be 8888 at the end, but that's not like 100% set in stone yet either. We'll obviously let you guys know when all the exact details, like the date and everything and all that stuff. But yeah, we're still there's still a few like traits we want to put in the collection still. A few little like rare traits and stuff or cool traits that are kind of missing. But it's basically all like we're like 90% there with the art wise and everything. So we're gonna start dropping like more sneak peeks around and kind of show you guys what's been cooking a little bit. Seems like you guys like what we've kind of shown so far. We're pretty happy with what the mushies look like. We know we like the OG mushy art too. I know some like it actually holds up pretty well, right? Like it's not that bad compared to other like OG NFT project arts. But yeah, these are going to be a step up for sure, and they're going to be fun. Going to be colorful, vibrant, and like Lemon said, nostalgic. Like you can see the Darth Vader. I can't remember what else we've shown, but there's other things we'll slowly start showing off as well. And yeah, it'll just be fun. It's just like Lemon said in the past, this is like our baby now, you know, like the OG art was from the OG team, and now we're like a whole new energy with me, Lemon, and Sam. So now we're gonna have a whole new energy with the new art and everything to kind of push with our new
Yeah.
website and new energy and everything. But go ahead, Lemon. If you got anything to add.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna add on to like, even though we'll release these, oh my god, we'll release these guys, but that won't be the end for trades and stuff. Um, so you will get like, I don't know, a sweet mushy, but we've always wanted things to be interactable. So like the website and stuff. So further down the line, obviously there'll be. I mean, this is all hearsay at the moment, but some sort of maybe quote unquote questing or some different ways on being able to get different traits, changing traits, unlocking rare traits. So there's all kinds of stuff. So these mushies are just the base. There'll be I think some incredibly nice looking mushies. Like they'll look all fun, but yeah, there'll be much more traits coming out in the future. Nothing that we have planned or anything, but the goal is to have you be able to make your mushy kind of the way you want it. Especially with I mean the kind of the art style we have. You can throw any kind of trait on a mushy, and usually it'll look pretty good. So yeah, it's all about customizing mushy and being a part of the environment. So everything's going to be interactable. Yeah, it's going to be your mushies. So there's a ton of stuff that we still have planned and want to do, but I think getting the whole main collection out and getting it all filtered and sorted out will be a huge step forward. And then after that, it's off to the races. So yeah, I look forward to it.
Yeah, basically the best way I can describe it is like kind of turn it and like gamify it and like turn it kind of into like a game, and your mushy could be like a character, your character in the game. And like Lemon said, there could be like quests and stuff that you go on, and maybe you end up getting some tap as a reward, or maybe you end up getting a new trait as a reward, or something that you can slap on your mushy or if you want, or like that's kind of the general direction we're thinking about going in. Like we've had like lore as a part of our thing for a while before. I haven't written anything out for a while, but I have ideas. I just don't. I'm kind of a bit of a perfectionist with that stuff. Like I'm big into movies and that kind of. So like I don't want to just put out mediocre story stuff just to put it out, kind of thing. So I'm kind of that's something I got to work on, is not being too much of a perfectionist about that stuff. But um, yeah, I had crazy visions today about the mushies, and we're gonna be fine, and we're fucking infinite. That's all. Go ahead, Lemon.
Yeah, I was going to say, just on top of that note, you did ask about a coin, Fred. We will be replacing our old token of spores with a new one. We don't really have anything planned at the moment, but that is definitely on the list with the new mushies. Yeah, getting a new token that's actually recognized by Phantom, because for some reason they like delisted it or did something weird, and our dev can't get it back to say spores. So it just looks like we'll probably just have to do a 1-for-1 swap, a 10-for-1 swap, or even it out, and then get a new coin out there too, just to be able to use in the Mushy Kingdom, or the Mushiville. Yeah, I don't know. We're not huge fans of making a coin that's maybe backed by actual funds. I mean, it's always nice. I wouldn't mind a sweet spore pump, but um, yeah, it's always just about being able to use the token within the environment. Um, but yeah, that's definitely something we've discussed and are thinking about.
Yeah, at some point it'll just be like that swap for your spores that you have stacked up. So don't burn them or anything. Those won't be like automatically swapped. To convert them, you're gonna have to go on the whenever we do that. It's gonna have to be a manual thing, most likely. maybe we could just airdrop. It could be that easy because it is just token, but it could cost us the exact details or whatever. But yeah, so that's a thing. We're just gonna have it'll just be like a utility token in Mushy Kingdom, Mushyville, the Mushyverse, basically. Your quests and stuff. Maybe you'll be able to buy some items for the quest. Maybe you'll be able to buy some mystery box or something with like who knows, right? Like it's just gonna be all about the world that we're kind of building, and you'll be able to interact with the world with the token. Um, and yeah, I don't want I know everyone's like, "Oh, meme coin, meme coin." Like, I don't want to fucking worry about a liquidity in our coin. I don't want our coin to start fucking tanking and then everyone fighting it for no reason or whatever. Like, I don't even want anything to deal with any of that bullshit energy. Like, we're just gonna have a token as if it's a currency in the Mushyverse, and as if we're real life right now is the Mushyverse and Canadian dollar is spores. Like, if you want to upgrade your character, you're gonna need some token or whatever. Or if you want a new sword or something, you're gonna need some token to buy it, like in a video game, like so that's basically how it's gonna be. It's not gonna be I mean, eventually I guess it will be there will be like a monetary value attached to it somehow, but we kind of don't want it to be like that. But yeah, lots to kind of figure out all the details with that, but that'll figure itself out for sure. I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, the art. First of all, like first we start with the website, basically, which you guys have seen, which is the start of the whole Mushyverse, basically, and then the new art is like the next step, and then after that will be like the token and the whole gamifying it all and everything. So that's like all the NFT kind of stuff. Generally speaking, I didn't want to go into too many details about anything, but yeah, we are doing stuff.
Yeah, I will say too that this merge is taking longer than I think we expected, but that is coming together too. I think Wookie still has samples coming his way, but I kind of just want to release some stuff on Printify because I've still been rocking my mushy shirt I ordered a couple months ago. Through a couple washes, did fine. So yeah, I really want to get the merch out there, and we got a new design done too. Um, I don't think anyone's seen, but yeah, that is also on the way. We'll say that every week until it comes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm supposed to get something shipped. I paid for it, so it should be coming soon, and I'll be able to test the quality, and we can go from there. And like Lemon said, um, the Printify is probably just easier, anyways. We kind of just like that process where you guys can just go on the site and just order something, and you can just order whatever you want, and we don't have to deal with it. It'll just like deal with it for us, kind of thing. And since Lemon said he washed it a bunch and the quality is good. Like that's all we want to hear. Basically, we don't want to give away shit quality or anything, right? So yeah,
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing too, right? Like I kind of look at the frogs, and it's a little disappointing. You know how they didn't have orders reach the criteria to ship them out or place an order, but with Printify, it's literally like made per order. So I mean, you're not paying 110 bucks for a sweater, um, but it's not unbelievably good quality. Like it's good quality, but it's not insane. And I think like for me personally, I think that's okay. Just keeping the cost down a bit. We don't want to be charging an arm and a leg for merchandise. We want everyone to just have a comfortable tee, comfortable sweater, rocking our merch. So yeah, I personally think that'll just be the easiest going this way, just because we don't have to hold stock and then ship it out. It's literally someone buys it and it's made, printed, and it's at your door. So it takes away a lot of the middleman and extra shipping costs. So yeah, it's something we're thinking about planning, but I really yeah, I would love to get our designs out there and see some people rocking them. That's for sure.
yeah. Like spring, summertime is kind of coming up, so that should be one thing I guess we kind of focus on pumping out for the spring and summertime, so y'all can go out and rock that mushy merch in the summer. That'd be dope. But yeah. Yep, apart from the vibes and
That
the alpha and all that, we got stuff going on, you know. Mushie's got a lot of stuff going on. We're just three guys, but there's a lot of like just cooking around us, and the energy's all there, man. We're here to become infinite, and things take time, you know. Like we you guys know the mushy vibe. We've never been in a rush to do anything. We're just going with the flow and kind of letting the universe do its thing, and I I mean nothing's gone wrong so far, so I just trust in the universe still, and everything's just been perfect and magical so far, and it's gonna continue to be that way. So in the meantime, you know, we'll just be hanging out, vibing in these spaces in the Discord and stuff, and doing the rumbles. Remember, we still do the rumbles. We just finished season 4 of the rumbles, and yesterday we had the beginning of season 5. So yeah, we've been doing that for a good while, giving away a bunch of prizes to people too. I had a little vision today, like I just want to give away a lot of stuff in the future to the mushies. So yeah, like I said, once well, like I said, I don't have like crazy money in my bank account or anything, but bro, trust me, once we kind of figure that out, the mushies are gonna be happy. I always want to be giving back to the mushies, and the mushies are always gonna be good. I'm excited, man. I'm just so happy, energetic. I'm sober now, clear minded. I'm just so motivated and like just focused on learning this year. I'm going into my 7 personal year in numerology when my birthday hits in like a week or so. And 7 is the number of knowledge and wisdom. And it's a snake year, which is knowledge and wisdom. So you guys can already fucking imagine what's gonna happen this year. You're gonna learn a lot from me. I'll just say that because I'll be learning a lot myself, and I'm already always sharing what I'm learning with you guys. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Get ready to learn this year, and just go with the vibe, man. The market's gonna be really interesting, like we saw already yesterday or this weekend. It's gonna be a very tricky year in the market. I feel like most people are gonna get wrecked hard, and you gotta be able to block out the noise and listen to what matters. Like when Thor is giving a fucking short signal on a daily Bitcoin and Bitcoin at 150K or something, like and Bitcoin's at 150K, like don't fuck around and you sell your Bitcoin, you sell everything because chances are that's gonna be the fucking top because even like 2 or 3 months ago, Thor had a 1 day short on Bonk and it literally called the Pico top on Bonk. And since then, it's been like 2 months or something. Bonk's down like 70, 80%. And the mushies even have Bonk in our wallet. Like we have a chunk of Bonk. And I remember I was like asking the boys, I'm like, should we sell some Bonk at the Thor signal? We didn't sell any Bonk. We're still just holding it. We're just like, whatever. It's still bullish. Like nothing, it tanked a bit, but like whatever. But it's just funny, man. Like Thor is just always right and it just teaches you a lesson to just not fade that shit. Like even this Bitcoin dump, bro, it dumped literally perfectly right to the Thor 1 day Bitcoin signal for a long at like 91K or whatever. It dumped right there. And what's Bitcoin at now? 100K and like like just like that, just a flash. It goes to the long signal and then boom, it's back up to way past the take profits and everything. Like that's the market, man. It goes up and it goes down so fast, and yeah, don't fuck around. That's why we're always promoting frogs too, man. It's not just about the mushies. Like we know where the infinite energy is, and frogs are fucking just as infinite as mushies. And yeah, Thor is a beautiful fucking thing. It makes everything easier for all of us, and we should just not ignore any, especially the daily signals. If there's daily shorts coming up on Soul or anything like don't ignore that shit. Don't get your personal hopium or beliefs in the way. Don't expect that Soul's going $1,000 because some idiot on Twitter is saying that. Sure, it could. Like, who knows? Maybe they can pump it insane for like a couple weeks or something. But don't get your hopes up. Just take what the market gives you. Take what Thor gives you, and just compound. We're not all going to be rich in 1 month or 1 year. It takes time. You got to learn all the skills necessary to not only make wealth, but also keep wealth. And that's like the biggest thing. I feel like that's why I don't have $1 million right now, is because tomorrow, if I had $1 million right now, tomorrow I might end up blowing half of it on something stupid just because I could, because I don't know all the lessons. I haven't learned all the lessons of how to keep that $1 million yet. So we're all just kind of going through the steps still, learning the little lessons we need to learn. So when we do have that infinite wealth, we know how to hold on to it and not just let it go for free, basically, which I feel like we've done with all of our money kind of so far in the market, right? Like I'm assuming most of us have only lost money in the market long term. So, we're still learning those lessons, and that's part of the journey of life and everything. You can't learn without losing, right? They both start with L for a reason. Um, so yeah, it's never a loss. It's always just a lesson. Until it's not a lesson, then it's a loss. If you're not learning from your losses, then it is only a loss. But if you're learning, then you're growing from it, and hopefully you don't make that mistake again. But yeah, exciting times ahead. I'm excited. The Matrix is always telling you what's going to happen before it happens. You just got to pay attention. And I'm locked in. I'm sober. I'm ready to fucking see everything before it happens. And I'm going to share it with you guys, hopefully, hopefully accurately. Go ahead, Fred.
First off, Wookie, I love your energy. It's very inspiring. I've got some issues I gotta deal with too, and the new year now is just giving me motivation to actually start doing it. It's obviously rough when you quit work and you have so much that is gonna change, like in real life, to take care of the mental side of things. But I'm getting there, and you're one of the reasons I really feel like I have an opportunity to do something about that. So first of all, thank you for that, man. And secondly, the outline for my simple question was 20 minutes long, and it was amazing. I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked for you guys. And yeah, I mean, I'm already and always bullish on mushies because we're infinite, right? But as a whole, I just know that I can trust you guys. You're amazing. You've been working endlessly and not rushing anything because we're infinite. And yeah, I just love being part of this community. And I love you all that are up here and down the listening box as well. So just great times, and appreciate you so much, Wookie. Thank you.
Much love, Fred. I you don't know how much that means to me, and I know I'm here for a reason. I know I'm here for my own journey as well, but I hope I'm reaching somebody out there who's listening, so that means a lot to me, man. Definitely is confirmation that I'm on the right track and to just keep doing my thing. And yeah, and I think the Frogs Discord today was even more confirmation of all of that. We're all connected. We're all meant to be together in these moments in the market, learning together about life and the markets and the matrix. And it's all just so fucking beautiful and perfect, and nobody knows what's going on, but it's just, yeah, life is just about having fun and exploring and learning new things and leveling up. It's just a video game. All you got to do is level up your skills, and then you can see more and explore more hidden areas in the world and see how things work more and get new hidden skills and cheat codes and stuff. And life is just a big game, man. You just got to keep learning and leveling up your skills, and you'll keep growing and evolving, and more doors will open up to you. You'll be able to get your 99 lockpick skill up, and you'll be able to unlock all the secret doors hidden around and learn new things and get new items and meet incredible people that'll change your life forever. And yeah, just take that risk this year. You gotta just believe in yourself. Believe that your higher self is looking out for you, even if change seems scary. for whatever it is, we're all on our own journey. For me, like I said, I needed to quit smoking weed in that moment. And that's what I did. I shaved my head, by the way. Like I had long hair for like 3, 4 years. I said I was never going to cut my hair. I was in love with my hair, hippie vibe, whatever. Literally, the snake year came. I stopped smoking weed and I shaved my whole head. Um, and it's still funny when I look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, damn, I really shaved my head. But yeah, man, that's how you change things, though. You just need to fucking change. And I think that's why things are coming together. It's like every time I look in the mirror now, I'm like, yeah, you're a different person now. Like you've leveled up just from simply cutting your hair and acknowledging that you're ready to change, because I've had that hair for a while. Um, and I was like emotionally attached to it, and hair carries emotion in it. And ever since I cut that off, I'm free now, basically free to level up to the next step. Go ahead, Fred.
How often do you see like people breaking up with their girlfriend or boyfriend who change their hair afterwards? And it's for a reason, right? You kind of build a personality around your hair. And I did the same for another reason. Like 1.5 years ago, when I started working Volvo, I knew I was just gonna work, work, work all the time. And I saw the factory as I'm going into prison. And I know maybe that's not the right mindset, but it looks like a prison from outside, right? The factory. And I literally did this before the days before I started working there. I shaved my hair like to 3 millimeters for the first time ever in my life, and I loved it eventually. It's the best haircut you can have. You wake up, good to go. It's like not, and since then I've kept it that way. And even now, when I quit Volvo and quit the factory work, I will keep it shaved, like not shaved, but like I have a few millimeters, right? And yeah, it's a good look too. And but most of all, it's like I let go of the past. I make a new chapter, and I'm just gonna cut my hair off. And it was an amazing, liberating feeling. And I knew I was gonna do it because I was gonna look like a prisoner while I was working in the prison.
Yeah, it is good, man. I used to when I was growing up, I used to always have short hair. I never like had a buzz cut, but this little few millimeters is nice. I can just go take a shower and I come out of the shower and my hair's dry. Like, whoa, that was quick. It's convenient, you can just pop in the shower, get out, and you don't have all this wet fucking hair you got to deal with or anything anymore. And it is nice for sure. I feel colder though. Like I feel my hair, like skin is more exposed here in the winter. I feel colder when I go outside, but other than that, yeah, it was just a necessary change to level up. We're all here to become infinite, and the only way you do that is if you take some risks, shed your skin, and grow a new skin, so you can shed that skin and grow out of it and shed. And you just keep going through that cycle where you keep just growing and growing and growing. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck doing the same thing over and over and over again. And like we said in earlier today, we were talking about this kind of like if you're okay with that, like if you're content with just smoking weed and just hanging out and playing video games, and you're happy and you feel like you're fulfilled in life, then that's on you, right? Like good, like life is about enjoyment and everything. But I don't know. To me, like I said, like I'll be happy smoking weed and playing video games like 40 years from now when I'm on my island and I don't need to worry about anything. But right now it's like time to fucking like the world's out to get you still. Like we're not on our island right now. Like we're still in the grind. Like there's still a hustle being played in this game. So we still need to become infinite first before we can kind of fuck off and do whatever we want to do totally. Like we need to kind of lock in here and change our bad habits and upgrade those into good habits and just build from there. And it'll just take a couple of years, but it all starts one day at a time. And then next thing you know, 2 years from now, you're gonna be like, holy shit, like I'm a whole different person. I'm living in a mansion now. Like I'm chilling. Like I can go play video games if I want. Like who cares? Like I'm just chilling. Like, but now when I still play video games every once in a while. Like right now I'm playing Final Fantasy 7. the remake. I don't know if you guys know that one. Final Fantasy VII was like one of the best games ever made, but they remade it for the because it was a PlayStation 1 game. So now they've remade it for PlayStation 4 and PC or whatever. So I've been playing that a little bit every once in a while. But even when I play that, it's just kind of like I'm already like my soul is like, what are you doing? Like you could be doing something, you could be creating something instead of consuming this game, you know? I always get that in my head, like be a creator, not a consumer. And yeah, I want to start making like more content about decoding the matrix and stuff. I feel like so you guys might start seeing more stuff from me that in that avenue maybe, but yeah, I don't know, man. Life is just about learning and growing and evolving and becoming infinite, and it's just a big game. Once you start treating it like a game, that's when you start winning. Um, but yeah, wow, it's been like a whole hour here, so I guess we'll kind of wrap it up. Well, I just want to say hi to Dylan. Dylan hasn't really said anything since the start of the space. I don't know if you got anything to add there, sir. We'll go through our kind of closing thoughts. So I'll start with Dylan here. If you got anything to kind of share with us, anything you want to bring up, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I've also thought about potentially getting into more content as well, in a way. Trying to think about how to incorporate. I've obviously thought about the health and fitness aspects quite a bit, how to wrap it all together. That's still in my thoughts. But uh, other than that, not a whole lot in my mind right now. Just thinking of the next move ahead. I'm going to start writing down a lot of stuff on paper, connecting some dots, and go from there.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, I immediately thought maybe we should do some kind of podcast together or something, but maybe we could talk about that later. Do some content together or something. That'd be kind of fun, maybe. But yeah, writing down on paper is good. I've been writing in my journal a little bit more recently. That kind of reminded me of that. I don't know if you guys write in a journal at all or anything. Um, I don't even write anything crazy. I just kind of write what happened in the day, just kind of before bed. I kind of want to start journaling more seriously, or like start organizing things more journal wise. But I don't know. I'm like a 5 life path. So I'm not very structured all the time. Most days I just kind of free flow and forget about what I did yesterday, and I'm just like in the moment, in the going with the flow all the time, like in the present, you know. But journaling is very powerful to just get your ideas out. Like I've even heard there's like a just brain dump method where you just literally just fucking write down a bunch of shit when you wake up. Whatever is in your mind, you just dump it on the piece of paper, and then the rest of the day your mind is like clear, like you have all this crap kind of thrown out already. I've heard that's like a good way to kind of start the day, perhaps. Yeah, I don't know, little reminder about journaling there, but yeah, go ahead, Fred. Then we got you next.
I just to let you know, I'd be the first listener to a podcast between you guys, um, and and I love when you and well, Dike, you haven't spoken so much, but when you dive into these kind of things, the more you do it, it's like for me, I just get more and more attached to it somehow, and I start seeing in my own life how things are connected, and yeah, I'm not doubting it anymore at all that it is. So whenever you show things that are happening and the Trump thing, the Trump tweet you talked about today, I was like, holy, like, and that they are actually trying to show us what's going on and they're on our side, so to speak. You just have to open your mind and allow their what do you call, like their seeds to take some sort of form for yourself, and it requires some effort and thinking outside of the box. But yeah, that would be some just my closing statement. I don't have anything else really. I just appreciate the space and time, and see you next week.
Mush Love, bro. Appreciate you being here. And yeah, I shared in the Frogs Discord. Donald Trump tweeted something 3 days ago about a rushing river, and he had some numbers in there. He had like a 1.6 billion something, and I jokingly said to somebody, "Watch there be 1.6 billion dollars liquidated in the market because it was like a rushing river, like liquid." And he says like in the tweet, it's like in 3 days, and he tweeted it 3 days ago, literally, and the market just got like 2 billion liquidated, even more than what I said. And then also at the end of the tweet, he randomly puts victory in the middle of a sentence with a capital V, like there's going to be a V-shaped recovery. And I mean, I literally decoded this picture in like 2 seconds in a different Discord, and I didn't share it in the mushies. I didn't short the market. I literally called this liquidation dump happening, and I didn't act on it. But it's just like, bro, like the Matrix is just telling you everything, and I'm starting to see these things. Like I'm fucking sober now. I'm clear minded. Like so start paying attention. I want to start sharing these things. And you guys already know, like I've shared like the movie stuff that's been happening as well. Like there's so many things going on. You just need to start paying attention. Everything is so connected. It's just pure magic. Like that's all I can say. It's literally just magical. And once you start paying attention to it, you'll see it all, how it all connects. But yeah, appreciate you, Fred. You're a legend, man. I always appreciate you coming up here and sharing your honesty and your truth and everything. Much love, bro. Um, but yeah, go ahead, Lemon.
Yeah, well, not much today, fellas. Just grateful to be a part of another Mushy Monday. Um, yeah, like we've been talking about, a lot of stuff going on still. I mean, it takes us some time, but yeah, a lot of plans, a lot of Discord stuff, and we'll keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. And much love, fam. Thanks for showing up every week, every day. For I mean, most of you have been here like fucking 3 years, so it's pretty wild. So much love.
Yeah, you guys are the real ones for real. Like we've been doing these spaces for like at least a year or something, and the same people are still in here. So yeah, you don't know how much it means to me. Like Durs, I've never even heard you speak, but you're always here, man. Like I love you so much, bro. I hope you have a beautiful year and hope everything in your life is going well. If you ever need anyone to talk to or anything, man, like just know I'm here for you. I've literally never heard you talk. I don't even know who you are, but you're always here, man. I love you. You too, JLo. And I've heard you talk, but you're still awesome. You're always here as well. And everybody else too. I love you all equally as much, but just grateful for everybody for just being a part of this journey with me. Like we're all in this together. We're all meant to be in this journey together. We're not meant to be alone. And even though we're all in different parts of the world and everything, even though we might be alone, we might feel alone in our personal life sometimes. Like I feel alienated from like I cut off all my friends and everything. Some people would feel alone and everything. Like I don't feel alone at all because of all you guys. So much love to you guys. I'm super grateful and appreciative for you, for your energy and everything. And yeah, we're all here to become infinite and one day at a time, man. In 3 years, we're going to be laughing and singing Kumbaya at a campfire on a beach somewhere, and it's going to be beautiful. So yeah, thank you all for listening. And yeah, we'll catch you all on Wednesday. We got a movie night. Not sure what the movie will be just yet. Sunday Rumbles, and yeah, Mondays Mushie Moonday. So thanks again, everybody who came in, spoke, shared the truths, listened. Appreciate all of you. Until next time, much love.